We are going to discuss about Git interview questions and answers. So what is Git? Basically, Git it is an SCM tool. Okay, I mean source code management. Okay, so what is SCM in the sense source code management? I mean developers they are going to write their code, and where they are going to update their code inside a repository. So either it is Git or SVN or something, whatever it may be. Those are related to the SCM tools. They are not going to keep all the code in other format, okay, in other ways. Okay, so a common place is needed for all the developers and who are going to use that code. Okay, so Git it is an SCM tool. Okay, so basically the first question, what is Git in the sense? Git it is a distributed version control system and source code management. Okay, so the next question, what is distributed control system? Distributed control system, it is nothing but we can work in local in the sense in your lab, then you can move this code to the centralized repository. It is nothing but a distributed version control system. And the next mostly frequent asked question is what is the difference between SVN and Git? Okay, so SVN it is a centralized repository. That means we need to be work directly in the centralized repository. In case of Git it is a distributed uh, repository. So first we can work in our laptop, then we are going to transfer the code from our laptop to the centralized repository. Okay, I mean Git have three stages are there. I mean staging and index. I mean first it is working area, then next second it is staging or index, next it is committed. Okay, so after committed we can push the code from local to the central repository. Okay, yeah. So then so I mean if anything have issue in internet or something, we are not able to work in SVN. Okay, but in case of Git we can work, it's not a problem. Okay, and in SVN, okay, we are going to be directly interact with centralized repository, but in case of Git we are not going to be directly interact with the centralized repository. Okay, these are the differences. I mean this question is frequently most frequently they are going to ask. Okay, so then general basic question, what is a repository in Git? Okay, so what is a repository in Git? A Git repository, it is nothing but it consisting of files. I mean files, it is nothing but inside the file you have a code. Okay, I mean if you have the Java files, you have the Java code, and Python you have the Python code. If it is a Docker file, then you have the Docker file. I mean inside the Docker file you have the Docker file commands to create your image. Okay, in case of Ansible you have the playbooks. So like that, if you have the script file, okay, so we can keep inside a repository. Okay, yeah. So the next question, how you can create a local repository in Git? Okay, so it is simple question. Okay, how you can create a local repository in Git in the sense, if you don't create that local repository, then almost all the commands will not work. Which commands? Git commands will not work. Okay, so that local repository, it is nothing but a .git. Okay, so how you can get that .git in the sense by using git init command. Okay, so then next question, what is bare repository in Git? Bare repository, it is nothing but a .git. Okay, so bare repository in the sense, I mean .git. Inside the .git you have the files and some directories are also there. If you go and check, okay, some information will be there, but we are not going to touch that information. We are not going to disturb that one. Okay, we are not going to add and commit those files. So that's the reason it is going to call it as a bare repository. Okay, next question, how you can configure your GitHub repository locally? Okay, how you can configure GitHub repository locally? See, whenever you are going to uh, push a file from local to the central, you have some of the steps. First you need to create a file. Okay, so once you create the file, it is in the working area. Okay, then you need to add that file into the staging area by using git add command. Then you need to commit, git space commit space hyphen m, and you can give the message. At the time it will ask, first time only, so who, tell me who you are. Okay, we need to tell who, I mean who am I. Okay, so for that it is also going to show some of the commands. Those are git config hyphen hyphen global. Okay, so like that, I mean, so hyphen hyphen global user dot name, user dot name in the sense, I mean we need to give the username. And second command is also there, git config hyphen hyphen global user dot email. So which email id we given to create our github account, we need to give that email id. Okay, so after that, so if we are going to commit, it will take the commit and it will generate a shock code, that is a 40-digit shock code. So how you can check the shock code, in the sense git log. Okay, so the next question, simple question, what is git clone? So git clone, it is nothing but to download and enter existing repository, github repository, we can use git clone. Okay, suppose if you want all the files into your local lab, okay, then you can use git space clone space and right click and paste that repository, I mean github repository url. Then automatically all the content from the repository, it will be downloaded into your local. Okay, so then what is git add? So git add, it is nothing but to move the file from working area to the staging area, we can use git add command, git space add space and file name. Okay, okay, what is staging area? The next question, staging area, it is nothing but a holding area. It is nothing but, I mean, after using git add, okay, that is area, it is nothing but a staging area or index area. Okay, yeah, so then so how you can check the log information, in the sense git log, you have different commands are there, git log, and filter commands are also there. Suppose if you want to show recent 5 commits, git log space hyphen 5. Okay, like that. Okay, you have some filter commands. Okay, so the next question, um, okay, how you can get back a commit to the staging area? Suppose you committed, but if you want to come back, okay, come back to the staging area, so then how you can come back, in the sense, okay, git reset command is there. You can use git reset space hyphen hyphen mixed, and we can give the previous commit id. Then you can check with the git status command, that file will be appear as in red color, in the sense it is, okay, a working area. Okay, yeah, so then if you want to bring that file into the staging area, in place of mixed you can do soft. Suppose if you want to delete that file permanently, you can use hard command, git space reset space hyphen hyphen hard and commit id. Okay, so the next question, what is dot git ignore? What is dot git ignore? So dot git ignore, it is nothing but, see, you have the 10 files. Okay, you are working on 10 files, but unfortunately you don't want first 5 files. So if you want to ignore all the files, I mean, no need to add commit. Okay, then you can move that files, first 5 files, into the dot git ignore file. Okay, so here we are not going to add and commit, just we are going to skip that files. Okay, yeah, so the next question, how you can see the difference between two commits? So by using the git diff command, git space diff space commit id 1 and commit id 2. Okay, yeah, so the next question, what is the default branch in git? Default branch in git, it is nothing but a master. So then how you can create a branch? So by using git space branch space and give the branch name. And how you can check out to the branch? So by using the command git checkout space and give the branch name. So the next question, how to create a branch while checkout? Okay, so by using the command git checkout space hyphen b and give the branch name. Okay, and one more question: how you can rename the local branch? So git space branch space hyphen m, and you can give the old branch name space, then you can give the new branch name. Suppose if you want to see the branch, how many branches are there, so how you can see in the sense git space branch space, uh, just you can give git space branch and enter. Okay. Yeah, suppose if you want to delete a branch, so how you can delete a branch? So git space branch space hyphen d, it is nothing but capital. Okay, if you give small d, okay, sometimes it will be work, but if you want to forcefully delete the branch name, then you can use um, capital D. Suppose next question, that is very important question: how to delete a remote branch? Remote branch in the sense centrally, how you can delete that branch in the sense git space push space origin space and hyphen d space and give the branch name in. Okay, not locally, in the remote also that branch will be delete. Okay. Yeah. So then what is git push? Git push, it is nothing but we are going to push our file from local to the central. Okay, git push space hyphen u space origin space, and we can give the branch name. And next question, important question: what is git pull? It is very very important question. Git pull, it is nothing but a combination of fetch and merge. So what is fetch? Fetch, it is nothing but it is going to download only newly updated information. So git clone is also there. Clone in the sense it will download entire fully information, but uh, not like that. Fetch, it will download only newly updated information. So then what is merge? Merge, it is nothing but combining two branches. Okay, combining two branches. So yeah, thank you.